Now, big question is, COVID-19 in US can be controlled or cannot be controlled? So our answer is that spread of COVID-19 in US is controlled. There are three approaches. The first approach was proposed by Harvard Group and published in Science. They propose to use intermittent social distance that may drive the outbreak of COVID-19 into 2022. Second approach is to follow the current interventions. Third approach is to renege or reverse current interventions. Now the question is, which approach should we take? This is a critical decision point, whether public health intervention measures should remain in place or should be lifted. A key to answering this question is to reconstruct the complex epidemic dynamic systems from the data, to precisely predict the extent or duration of COVID-19 and devise practical, implementable public health interventions to control the spread of COVID-19 in the US. The classic epidemiological model has some limitations. The most serious limitation is that some parameters in the model cannot be identified. They often assume that parameters in the model are constant. However, in practice, these parameters are time-varying and system-dependent. This limitation compromises prediction accuracy. So, usually, the prediction accuracy using epidemiological model from the real data are inaccurate. So they have no accuracy. Overcome these limitations, we need to develop new models. In this talk, I will propose intervention auto-encode for prediction and the evaluation of the effect of public health intervention on the spread of COVID-19. This is the typical SEIR model. This model consists of 4 differential equations. These 4 differential equations to describe the dynamic behavior of 4 variables ST, ET, IT, and RT. IT and RT are the number of infected and recovered individuals. These 2 variables are observed. However, the variable ST and ET are the number of susceptible and exposed individuals. These 2 variables cannot be observed. Solving the differential equations, we obtain the IT. IT is the number of infected individuals. So IT is a complicated integral. For the convenience of discussion, IT is written as YT, and this complicated integral is written as a nonlinear function of f. The nonlinear function is the function of previous history yt minus 1, yt minus k, and then intervention measure it. The intervention measure IT comprehensively represent the control parameters beta T, sigma T, and gamma T. The intervention measure IT is also nonlinear function of previous history yt minus 1, yt minus k, and the intervention measure at the time point t minus 1. The basic component of intervention autoencode is the stacked autoencode. Stacked autoencode here has 4 layers. The first layer is the input layer. The second layer is the first hidden layer. The third layer is the second hidden layer. And the fourth layer is the output layer. The number of nodes in the first layer is 8. The number of nodes in the second layer is 32. The number of nodes in the third layer is 4. The number of nodes in the fourth layer is 1. This is the input vector. This is number of cases at t minus k. And then this is the intervention measure at the time point t. The purpose of stacked autoencode is to use the time series yt minus k and intervention measure it to predict the number of cases at t plus 1. Here is yt plus 1. And then intervention measure at t plus 1, at plus 1. The stacked autoencode consists of 2 single autoencode. Here is the structure of single autoencode. Single autoencode is a 3-layer feedforward neural network. This is the input layer. This is the hidden layer. This is the reconstruction layer. The input vector, the number of cases at t minus k, and the intervention measure will be mapped to the feature of the hidden layer to capture the dynamic behavior of time series yt minus k and then at. After single autoencode is trained, the reconstruction layer is removed, and then output signal from the hidden layer it will be input here, and the hidden layer is kept as the input layer to the second autoencode. So the hidden layer of the first single autoencoder, and then this is the second hidden layer. Then now we put the two together to form the second autoencode. So this is the input layer, this is hidden layer, this is the reconstruction layer in the second autoencode. After the second autoencode is trained, and this reconstruction layer is removed, and the output signal here from the second hidden layer is taken as input to the output layer, and then use the signal, use the feature now in the second hidden layer to predict the number of new cases at time point t plus 1, and then intervention measure at t plus 1. So the purpose of stacked autoencode is to use the time series and then intervention measure to predict the yt plus 1 and at plus 1. The complete architecture of intervention autoencode is given here. So the intervention autoencode consists of two parts. One part is model part. Second part is prediction part. Autoencode 2, this is the prediction part. So we use the number of new cases and the intervention measure at the time t. We try to predict the number of new cases at the time t plus 1 and the intervention measure at the t plus 1. In other words, we try to use yt minus k, and at to predict the yt plus 1 and then at plus 1. We use that data are trained autoencode 1 to estimate the parameters and structure. So after the model is trained and the parameters are estimated, and then the new cases at the time point t plus 1 and the intervention measure t plus 1. This is the predicted information. So we use the trained model and the predicted information as input to the prediction model. So we use this input data and the prediction model. Again, we can predict the new cases at the time t plus 2 and the intervention measure at t plus 2. In other words, we can predict the yt plus 2 and the at plus 2. We use this predicted information as input to the next step prediction. And then we repeat this process again and again. And then we can predict the number of new cases and the intervention measure in the data on the number of confirmed cases, new and days case of COVID-19 from January 22 to April 24 were downloaded from the Johns Hopkins University. So now we examine the forecasting accuracy. So this is the curve. This is the red one is the number of new cases reported from data set. And then this is the blue one is the predicted curve, predicted number of new cases in total US. Now we presented the errors of the 10 steps ahead predicting the number of cumulative cases of COVID-19 in the US. So we use data up to April 24 to forecasting the number of cumulative cases on April 25, on April 26, up to on May 4th. So this is the one step errors. So here is minus 0.0025. On April 26, the prediction error is minus 0.0088. Now here, this is the prediction error on May 4th. So we use the April 24 data and predict this data, try to predict the number of cumulative cases on May 4th. So the error is minus 0.0029 and the average error is 0.0035. So this error make no big difference among them. So here is the error of 10-step prediction. 10-step ahead prediction is we use the that data up to April 24th. We try to predict the number of cumulative cases on May 4th. So this error is 0.0012. So this is the average error: 1-step prediction, 2-step prediction, 3-step prediction, 4-step prediction, 5-step prediction, 6-step prediction, 7-step prediction, 8-step prediction, 9-step prediction, and 10-step prediction. So this shows that the prediction accuracy using the intervention or encoder is quite good. We consider 4 intervention scenarios. Scenario 1 is to follow current intervention measure. Scenario 2 is the next 20% of the intervention measure. Scenario 3 is the next 40% of the intervention measure. And scenario 4 increased 20% of the intervention measure after April 25. Now we consider 4 scenarios. So this is the number of new cases, and this is the date. We first consider scenario 1. This is a net curve, and scenario 1, the end time is April 24th, and then the number of new cases was 36,000 individuals, and the outbreak will be ended on July 31st. And the total number of cumulative cases at the ending time will be 1.55 million individuals. So now consider scenario 4. Under scenario 4, the outbreak will be ended on July 23rd. The total number of cumulative cases at the ending time would be 1.30 million individuals. Compare this number and this number. So this number is almost 206,000 less than this number. So now we can see the third scenario. On the third scenario, the ending time will be May 7. The number of new cases will be 64,000 individuals. And then the ending time of outbreak is August 22. And then total number of cumulative cases at the ending time would be 3 million. Compare this number with this number. So this number almost doubled this number. So if we decrease intervention 40%, and then we will face serious consequences. So now we predict the peak time, peak number of new cases, the end time, and the number of cases in the US and the 50 states and the other 5 regions. So this is the current cases. So this is the number of cases on April 24. So this is the peak time. This is the peak number of new cases. This is the peak number of cumulative cases. This is the end time. This is end cases. First, we look at the US, total US. The total US peak time is April 24. And then peak number of new cases is 36,000, and the peak number of cumulative cases is 900,000. This is the end time. End time is July 31st. And the number of end cases is 1.55 million. The cases of Alaska is very small. So the peak time for Alaska is March 28. And the peak number of new cases is only 27. And then peak number of cumulative cases is 85. And then outbreak will be over on May 9th. And then the number of end cases is 360. Now we look at Arkansas. So Arkansas peak time is May 16, and the peak number of new cases is 347, and the peak number of cumulative cases is 9,446, and the end time is July 20, and then the number of cumulative cases at the end time is 16,700. So we look at California. So California, the peak time is April 20. And then peak number of new cases is 2,255. And then peak number of cumulative cases is 33,686. And the end time is July 11. And the number of end cases is 77,978. We look at Florida. This is Florida. The peak time is April 2nd. And then peak number of new cases is 2,052. And then peak number of cumulative cases is 9,000. And then end time is June 26. And then number of end cases is 41,224. Here we look at Idaho. The peak time is April 2nd, and the peak number of new cases is 210, and then peak number of cumulative cases is 776, and then end time is June 1st, and then number of end cases is 2,318. So Idaho, the outbreak will be quickly over. Now we look at the Illinois. Illinois, the end time is April 24, and then peak number of new cases is 2,721, and then peak number of cumulative cases is 39,658, and then the end time is 1726, and the number of end cases is 127,855. So the number of cases in Illinois is a little bit large. So we look at the Iowa. So the Iowa, the end time is May 23rd. And then peak number of new cases is 1,129. And then peak number of cumulative cases is 3,572. And the end time is August 5th. And the number of end cases is 54,509. So Iowa, the end time of Iowa is a little bit later in the United States. So now we look at Maine. Maine, the peak time is April 2nd. The peak number of new cases is 73. The peak number of cumulative cases is 376. And the end time is May 27. So the number of end cases is 1,201. So we look at the Massachusetts. Massachusetts, the peak time is April 24. The peak number of new cases is 4,946. And then peak number of cumulative cases is 50,969. And the end time is August 6th. And the number of end cases is 238,370. So Massachusetts still has a long way to go to end the outbreak. So we look at Montana. For Montana, peak time is April 2nd. The peak number of new cases is 33. The peak number of cumulative cases is 241. The end time is May 4th. And the number of number of cumulative cases at the end time is 455. For the Nebraska, the end time is May 24. The peak number of new cases is 631. Peak number of cumulative cases is 17,404. The end time is August 1st. The number of end cases is 30,460. We look at the New Hampshire. The peak time is April 15. The peak number of new cases is 217. The peak number of cumulative cases is 1,139. And the end time is June 19. The number of end cases is 3,524. Now look at New York. The end time is April 15. The peak number of new cases is 11,434. And the peak number of cumulative cases is 214,454. The end time is July 17. The number of end cases is 407,041. Now we look at the Oklahoma. The peak time is April 4th. Peak number of new cases is 171. Peak number of cumulative cases is 1,161. The end time is June 13, and then number of end cases is 4,699. And then we look at the Texas. The peak time is April 9th. Peak number of new cases is 1,431. And the peak number of cumulative cases is 11,208. And the end time is July 4th. And the number of end cases is 41,289. Now, Vermont. The peak time is April 4th. The peak number of new cases is 72. The peak number of cumulative cases is 161. And the end time is May 14. And the number of end cases is 895. We look at the Virgin Islands. The peak time is March 24. The peak number of new cases is 10. Peak number of cumulative cases is 17. The end time is April 25th. And the number of end cases is 55. And then we look at, finally, we look at Washington. The Washington end time is April 2nd. Peak number of new cases is 781. Peak number of cumulative cases is 6,389. The end time is June 15. And the number of end cases is 16,286. Now we are studying peak time and the peak number of cases, end time and the end number of cases in the United States, in the fifth state and some other regions, and the four scenarios. Particularly, we need to consider scenario 3. Scenario 3 asks to decrease 40% in the how the US and the scenario 3. The peak time is May 7. The peak number of new cases increased to 63,920. The peak number of cumulative cases is 1,602,278. And the end time is August 22nd. And the end number of cases now is more than 3 million. However, the effect of scenario 3 on the outbreak of COVID-19 in Alaska is not significant. So under scenario 3, the end time, peak time, is March 28, and the peak number of new cases 27, And the peak number of cumulative cases is 85. And then end time is May 13. And the end number of cases is 375. For the California, under scenario 3, the peak time is May 16. The peak number of new cases is 4,153. The peak number of cumulative cases is 116,029. And the end time is August 7. And the end number of cases is 200,917. The Colorado, under scenario 3, the peak time is May 23rd, and the peak number of new cases is 2,414. Peak number of cumulative cases is 66,319. And the end time is August 10. And the end number of cases is 116,663. Illinois, under scenario 3, the peak time is May 23rd. And the peak number of new cases is 7,570. Peak number of cumulative cases is 208,957. And the end time is August 19. And the number of end cases is 366,106. For the Iowa, under scenario 3, the peak time is June 1st. The peak number of new cases is 3,015. Peak number of cumulative cases is 83,615. The end time is August 21st. And the number of end cases is substantially increased to 145,783. For Louisiana, under scenario 3, the peak time is April 2nd. The peak number of new cases is 2,725. And the peak number of cumulative cases is 9,149. And the end time is June 26. And the number of end cases is 35,146. For the Maine, under scenario 3, the peak time is April 2nd. The peak number of new cases is 73. Peak number of cumulative cases is 376. And the time is June 6. And the number of end cases is 1,461. For Maryland, under scenario 3, the peak time is May 24. And the peak number of new cases is 3,631. And then peak number of cumulative cases is 999,434. And the end time is August 14. And the number of end cases is 175,489. Now, the Massachusetts. Under scenario 3, the peak time is May 26. Peak number of new cases is 13,573. The peak number of cumulative cases is 374,504. The end time is August 26. The number of end cases is 656,458. So the effect decrease 40% intervention on the spread of COVID-19 is huge for Massachusetts. Now consider Minnesota. Under scenario 3, the peak time is May 27. Peak number of new cases is 1,042. Peak number of cumulative cases is 28,390. And the end time is August 8. And then number of end cases is 50,311. Montana. Under scenario 3, the peak time is April 2nd. Peak number of new cases is 33. Peak number of cumulative cases is 241. The end time is May 19. The number of end cases is 466. Now, Nebraska. Under scenario 3, the peak time is June 1st. Peak number of new cases is 1,694. And then peak number of cumulative cases is 46,693. And the time is August 16. And the number of end cases is 81,856. Now consider Texas. Under scenario 3, the end time is May 9th. The peak number of new cases is 1,736. Peak number of cumulative cases is 45,163. And the time is July 26. The number of end cases is 83,597. Washington. Under scenario 3, the peak time is April 2nd. Peak number of new cases is 781. Peak number of cumulative cases is 6,389. And the time is June 26. The number of end cases is 19,910. So now we study intervention measure. This number represents degree of intervention or intervention measure from 0 to 1. Intervention measure is a function of day. Before April 24, all the four scenarios share the same intervention curve. So begin here, and then some cases came to US, and then number of cases increased, and the intervention measure also increased. Try to control the spread of COVID-19, and then up to this time, almost the outbreak of COVID-19 was controlled. However, at this time, spring break began, and then many people from Europe came to US through New Year. And then the number of new cases dramatically increased, and the number of intervention at this time is very small. So this is the outbreak of COVID-19 in the United States. And then government announced a series of intervention measures. So the intervention degree increased, and then degrees increase, and finally at the moment the degree of intervention steadily increased to past 0.6. According to our calculation, the average intervention measure is 0.54. That corresponds to peak time. So when the intervention measure past 0.54, the peak time is almost past. And then after April 24, we can see the fourth scenario. So this is scenario 4. Increase the intervention 40%. This is the scenario 1. Just follow the current intervention measure. And this is the scenario 2. Decrease the next 20% of intervention. Then this is scenario 3. Just the decrease 40% of intervention. However, after we next some intervention here, the curve still increased under all four scenarios. And finally, you reach the value 1. When this value close to 0.98, almost the spread of COVID-19 are completely stopped. This is the reached end time. So from this picture, you can see after we pass the peak time, so the next some control, right now, although they will increase the number of cumulative cases at the end time, however, finally they will reach the value 1. The spread of COVID-19 will be a total of 23.2% of the variation of new cases were explained by the intervention measure. Correlation coefficient 56 range from minus 0.445 473, California, to minus 0.1480, North Mariana Islands. California, Washington, Arizona, Illinois, and Massachusetts were the top 5 states with the largest correlation coefficient. The negative correlation coefficient indicated that increased intervention measure would decrease the number of new cases. Conclusion: as an alternative to epidemiologic transmission model, we developed intervention autoencoder for near-time identification, prediction, and control of nonlinear time varying epidemic dynamic systems. Different from other dynamic systems, the time varying and the system-dependent parameters in the epidemic dynamic systems could be taken as a control variable and modeled as endogenous variable. These endogenous variables could be estimated. We observed the outbreak of COVID-19 in the US reached its peak on April 24. The intervention autoencoder predicted the outbreak of COVID-19 in the US would be over by the end of July with 1.55 million cumulative cases if the current intervention measure were kept. We propose to use intervention measure as a control variable to comprehensively quantify the public health intervention. We found that the intervention measure explained more than 23% of the variation of total new cases in the US. We thank you, Xiong Hu, Xiong Li Jin from Fudan University, Shanghai. We thank for Eric Bowenger, Sudi Li, and Tao Si from University of Texas School of Public Health. Thank you for your attention. This is the end of my talk. Questions?